Hey, this is just to show you how I size my armor, my 3D printed Halo armor, and if you'd like to adopt the method, feel free. So I use Armorsmith, and anybody who's ever heard of Armorsmith already knows that it's good for cosplay armor. Now I just want to show a few pieces that I've used from Armorsmith, like what I've printed out so far. And here's my thigh armor piece, and this fits me perfectly. Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't waste any time. I'm just trying to scale this myself. And here's my shin piece. Now this is a little bit bigger so it can actually fit my foot in. So you have a foot like this and you have to bend it down to slide this in and then come back out. So it's just a little bit bigger this way. And you want to take into account some of these things while you're in Armorsmith. Alright, welcome. This is Armorsmith, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how to use this. You can change from centimeters to inches, and yeah, it's going to go through a bunch of different measurements for you. You can change from chest to underbust, and it's going to just go through a bunch of different circumferences and measurements. Make sure to follow them carefully and get your measurements accurately. Now, this is just some examples for you so that the program can get a really good understanding of how your actual body is in real life. It's basically just trying to put you into digital form so you can make your armor. Now we're actually in Armorsmith right now, and I'm going to teach you a few things about it, just some very quick little tips and stuff to help you along your armor making journey. So you just go to import and you import, let's say, helmet. So I got my Halo Gunner helmet from Halo Reach. It's in a weird orientation, so I'm just gonna rotate it and get it set up so I can size it. How we're gonna do that is we're actually gonna go into edit and then just rotation. And then now that I've rotated it, I can probably size it a little bit better, but I still need to do some moving around. So if you go back to edit and you go to translate, it'll move it in a space to orientate it. Orientation of your helmet is important so you can size it correctly. So if you move it around, you can get proper sizing. If you're colliding with your body, that's not good. So that's just either it's wrong size or in the wrong spot. So now that I've got it in the right position, we can start scaling. And you actually scale in the bottom left corner. And if you want to make sure with helmets, it's on uniform scaling. Alright, next we're going to do is a chest piece, and I'm already imported my chest piece here. Then I just go to attach, I attach it to the front, and then I'm going to go to translate and move it back a little bit up in the edit tab once again. Now, so far this chest piece is actually already scaled pretty well, but we do need to shorten it in width a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm actually going to import the back also, just to help guide myself with sizing further. And once you have two corresponding pieces, you want to make sure you're scaling on the same axis with size. So like if you change the x-axis on one, you want to change the x-axis on the other corresponding piece so they still fit together. Alright, now that we've got our armor sized pretty well, and if you want to export it, all you got to do is click on the armor piece, and then you right click on it, and then you hit export, and then you just save it to a folder of your choice. And this is just an example of what Armorsmith can do for you. I have my helmet here printed out, and it looks to be exactly perfect size, so let me just go ahead and test fit. Yes, it seems to be just the right size. Yeah, it seems to be just the right size, and hopefully Armorsmith can do for you what it did for me. I'm not sponsored by any company or anything. This is just the way I like to print my armor and scale it. Now, any files you see that I'm using, like my Halo armor, I'm using from NerdForge on Etsy, and It's just like the most comfortable fit and the most well designed as far as detail and easeability for printing. I definitely recommend their files. I'm just using Armorsmith because I really like it.